Shalomi homies. I'm in my garden laying compost, transcending space and time, communing with all of the elements. I'm being kind of literal because I'm building out this little bed here that's like a cross, which is not symbolic of a medieval torture device, but rather symbolic for me of the transcendence of space and time and dying to the flesh, being reborn as the spiritual being that I really am, understanding that and living that truth. And I'm also laying out little triangles that I'm going to put herbs in that for me represent the 4 elements, right? And so that's what I'm doing. And while I'm doing that, I'm embracing all aspects of myself, the light and the dark, bringing love, because that helps me walk in truth and to see the truth, to be the light. And as I'm doing all of that, I'm listening to podcasts, and someone was talking about the absurdity that is the truth, that Alex Jones has been right about so many things all along. This man who we've all been told is a lunatic, who comes off as a lunatic. I mean, he behaves in a pretty chaotic, wild manner that makes you think like, I don't know, this man might be off his rocker. I don't think I can probably trust anything he says, so I'm just going to throw it all out. Yes. This is his role. He is used as a mouthpiece for the dark occultists who understand spiritual law and are running this show, the puppeteers that are controlling and manipulating you and I, all of us, right? One of the ways they do this is they think that they are creating a spiritual loophole for themselves by telling us what they're doing, admitting to their sins, confessing their sins out loud, but doing so in a way that seems like it couldn't possibly be true, right? So they're telling on themselves, and they think that in admitting what they're doing, that they are absolving themselves of the guilt of and the karma of the sin they are committing. They think they won't have to pay the consequence of their actions, of the abuse they are inflicting, because they're telling us, right? But they're telling us in a way that seems so over the top absurd that we think it can't possibly be true, right? That's what Alex Jones is. He's that thing. And I don't know if he knows that he's a useful idiot. I don't know if he knows he's controlled opposition, but he certainly is. And, sometimes he'll say things that aren't true, right? And that's just another way to confuse the situation, because the collective shadow, the egregore of Satan that is this thing that is running the show ultimately, which is our collective shadow, each of our own suppressed parts of ourselves that we don't want to look at, the lies that we tell ourselves. That thing is muddying the water so much that we just throw out the baby with the bathwater because we think it's all dirty, because we can't see the truth hidden behind it. There's a veil of lies. There's a veil of shadows, darkness. Now, if we will be still, be quiet, take some time, just sit back, the waters will settle. All of that murkiness, all of those lies will go to the bottom, and we'll see the truth. The truth is that we are always being told what it is that is about to happen, and being told and programmed as to how to respond to that through predictive programming. That's what Hollywood is all about. Hollywood, the wood of the holly, is what magic wands used to be made out of. It's all spell casting. Okay, symbols are used, sigils, in logos. There's symbols all around us. It's a language, it's a spiritual language that we don't know how to speak because that knowledge has been kept from us so that we can be controlled. We've been told that knowing that knowledge is a sin in and of itself, that it makes you demonic if you dare to learn about the occult. Okay? Well, don't you want to know what's being done to you so that you can stop it from being done to you? If you're being manipulated and controlled and abused, don't you think it might be helpful to understand the ways in which that is happening so you can stop it? Religion is a weapon and a tool that is used against us to keep us in ignorance, to keep us subdued and under control and small. Okay? So Alex Jones, yeah, maybe take a look at everything he's ever said, because a lot of it's true, most of it's true. Right? But yeah, some of it's not. So that we throw it all out. And it's delivered in a way that is absurd, so that we throw it all out. You know, discerning the truth in a world full of lies takes concentrated effort. It's work. You can't be lazy. You can't just be floating through life thinking that you're going to figure it all out. No, that's how you end up a slave, even if you're a comfortable slave. And that's like a great way to enslave people. It's to make them fall in love with their slavery, to make them so comfortable that they don't care for things to change. Well, that's the banality of evil, and we're all living it. You know? Everyone's just doing their job, doing what they're told, because they get rewarded for doing that. But they don't need it. They, whoever they is, they don't need us anymore. So things are about to get real uncomfortable. So it's time to wake up.